Hello everyone, this is Andrew from Crown Academy of English. Today's lesson is called Phrasal Verbs with Turn. Turn is a regular verb. Pronunciation, turn. The past form therefore is turned, and the past participle is also turned. The common meaning of the verb turn is to change direction. Example: the lorry is turning left, and the cyclist is turning right. Now, there are also many phrasal verbs with the word turn. And in this video, you will learn 14 phrasal verbs with the word turn. So let's start. Turn around. Move so that you face in the opposite direction. Example: I turned around and saw a dog behind me. Another example is if you are in your car. Perhaps you are driving in your car and you arrive at this sign. You can say, the road was closed, so I turned around. Turn something around. So now we have this form, turn something around. And this is a completely different meaning. This means change a failing business, plan, or system so that it becomes successful. Okay, so you have something which is failing. There is a project or a business and it is failing. So you make some changes, and with your changes, now it becomes successful. So here is a little story. In 2020, the company was losing money. Then, in 2021, the company recruited a new CEO. And now, the new CEO has turned the company around. Okay, so the company was failing, it was losing money a few years ago, but now the new CEO has turned the company around. He has made changes, he or she has made changes so that the company becomes successful. Turn away. This means move your face so that you are not looking at something. Example: David is scared of spiders. He turns away from the TV when he sees one. Okay, so whenever he sees a spider on the TV, he turns away. So that's what this action is doing here. He is turning away, moving his face. We have another expression, and the form is turn someone away. And this is again a completely different meaning. This means to not allow someone to enter a place, to refuse entry to someone. And here is a very common example at an airport. So this is a security guard at an airport, and he decides who can enter and who cannot enter. The security guard turned me away because I didn't have a ticket. Okay, so I didn't have a plane ticket, so he turned me away. This means he did not allow me to walk past, to enter and to board the flight. Okay, to board the aeroplane. Turn someone away. refuse entry. If you're enjoying the video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's continue. Turn down. And this means decrease the volume, the level of sound, or sometimes decrease the level of heating or air conditioning. So, example, I am turning down the music because it's too loud. It's too hot. Please turn down the heating. And we have the opposite, turn up. And so this means increase the volume, level of sound, or increase the level of heating or air conditioning. I can't hear the TV. Please turn up the volume. There is a second meaning for turn up. Okay, so this is a completely different meaning of the same phrasal verb. So turn up can also mean appear somewhere unexpectedly or in an unplanned way. My friends turned up at my flat to wish me happy birthday. So this means that my friends, they came to my flat and it was a surprise to me. Okay, I was not expecting them to come to my flat. Okay, so we say my friends turned up. It means appear somewhere or go somewhere unexpectedly. Turn someone down. And this means to not accept an invitation by someone. And a common example is if you ask someone on a date or even asking someone to marry you. So here, Mark is asking Jane to marry him. But Jane does not want to marry Mark. So we say Mark asked Jane to marry him, but she turned him down. She turned him down. This means she said no to him. She refused and she did not accept his marriage proposal. Okay. We can also say perhaps Mark or maybe David asked Claire to go out for a drink. And Claire perhaps says, we could say Claire says no. Then we say Claire turned David down. Okay, so it means to not accept an invitation. Very similar, we can turn something down. And this means not accept an offer. And this is very common when we are talking about jobs. The company offered me a job, but I turned it down. Turned it down. So it is the something and it's referring to the job. Okay, so I turned the job down. That's what this means. I turned the job down. It means I did not accept the job offer. Turn in. This is a very good expression. I like this one. So this means go to bed when you're very tired. I'm exhausted. I'm going to turn in. Good night. Okay, so turn in, it means I'm tired, I'm going to bed, and I'm going to go to sleep. And we have a similar expression, turn someone in. But again, this is a very different meaning. Very different meaning. It means to report a criminal to the police. Or even, you take a criminal to the police. So you deliver a criminal to the police. So here we have an example. So this is the police officer. This is the criminal. This lady here is the criminal. And this is the person who reported the criminal to the police. So yes, this is David. This is Claire. Claire is the criminal. And this is the police. David turned Claire in to the police. So David turned Claire in to the police. This means David reported Claire to the police. Okay, so then the police arrived and arrested Claire. Okay, so turn someone in. Turn into something. This means to transform into something, to change into something, to become something. Tadpoles turn into frogs. Okay, so these are tadpoles and they change into frogs. They turn into frogs. Okay? Turn on. This means to start a machine, light, or device. He turned on the TV and watched the news. It's dark in here. Please turn on the light. Okay, so this lady here, I think it's a lady, she is turning on the light by pressing the light switch. And of course we have the opposite. Turn off, it means to stop a machine, light, or device. So this is quite a common sign that you see at the entrance of a building. Please turn off your phone before entering the building. Okay, please turn off your phone. And again, we can have this as the opposite, to turn off. So she turned off the light and then went to bed. Turn over. And this means to invert something. The hamburgers are burning. Turn them over. Turn them over. Okay, so it means to lift them up and invert them. And a second meaning, very different meaning, we also say turn over to change TV channels. Turn over to BBC One. There's a good film on. So notice the format here. Turn over to and then the name of the channel. So this is a very common, very popular TV channel in the United Kingdom. Turn over to BBC One. There's a good film on. Okay, so this means to change TV channels. Okay, so there we are, that's the end. Again, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe. If you're preparing for the IELTS exam, click here for information about our online course.